Hi, Melon. Come on, Luke. Luke? Oh, for goodness sake, where is he this time? Oh, Mike, have you seen Luke?
Not since I used the Star Trek transporter to beam him to the land of Hyrule last Saturday.
Nothing since.
I have his orders right here. Mr. Mike, at the end of show of the weekend, please beam me to the land of Hyrule.
Wait, what's this on the back? And an hour later, beam me back. Tar, Luke. Mike!
Right. Give me a minute.
Oh my God, Luke, you were in Hyrule all week. Come on, let's go get you cleaned up.
I was the hero of time.
Yeah, there.
I did a really bad job.
Don't worry.
Nice hair.
Oh, thanks.
Show of the weekend, show of the weekend, show of the weekend, show of the weekend, show of the weekend.
So Luke, you feeling better now?
Mm-hmm.
Nice,
yes.
Nice and refreshed.
All cleaned up. Still finding leaves in weird places. So, you know what happened recently in the world of video games that we normally cover? Is Dragon Quest Heroes 2.
2, yes, came out. That was fun. We went and played that a little while ago.
These people are in danger. Let's do what we were trained to do.
You're right.
Dragon Quest games are traditionally like turn-based, but this one is a bit more. It's made by the same people who make Dynasty Warriors. It's just like an open world.
So it's smashy.
Like,
yeah. The single player is interesting looking, but I thought that the multiplayer was based on our little play was where it really shone, because that was a co-op thing where you're in a massive room in a big dungeon and it's just full of bad guys.
You get coins and you can cash them in to get other monsters spawned in to fight for you, which was really helpful. Or you turn into monsters as well, or turn into random different things.
And the monsters all have really weird names.
Yeah.
That's
like,
odd.
There was...
Wasn't it,
Clark, there was a cat and it was called Clarky.
Clarky Cat.
Which was...
From Brasseye,
Brasseye, that's it. You know, you've got your main quest as well, like the single player is like you're following this quest line. A lot of the old characters from the Dragon Quest series come in, voiced by the original people. And then speaking of voices as well, we both played slightly differently. So you played as the male character with English vocals.
Yes.
Which reminds me, I never asked you how your studies have been going. You're top of the class, I suppose.
And then I played as the female character, but you can choose, you know, subs, not dubs.
I'd like it known that it was just so that we had two different sets of
we would have both gone
footage.
for the Japanese
We would have
version.
both been. Do it with me, Ellen.
Yeah.
So hashtag with your hands.
Hashtag
subs not dubs.
And your Crunchyroll subscription now.
But I've got so much Yuri on Ice to watch.
What's really interesting is like there's a bit of attention in the story in the people who are attacking the place where you were are actually people from the place that you come from.
You mean to tell us that Tunisian citizens were present in the capital prior to the assault? Of all. Admit it. You are agents of the enemy, sent here to lay the groundwork for this cowardly attack.
That's not true!
So the king's like, oh, I want you to help. And then you go, oh, but we're actually from the place that attacked you. Is that okay? And he's like, yeah, sure.
I've been playing a little bit of the Fire Emblem game that was released for smartphones.
All right.
And I kind of got the feeling with that there was loads of stuff that if I was a proper serious fan, I'd be going, like every 30 seconds, I'd be like, they're back! They've reappeared in the series and stuff.
Well, like the Dragon Quest trailer has got like all these different people in it. And I'm like, that looks fun. Whereas like a Dragon Quest fan would just be like, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, and them, and them, and them, oh my god.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
We tried to call our characters Tuna and Pippa.
Yeah.
But it wouldn't let us have Pippa.
It wouldn't let us have Pippa.
Because Pippa's a character in the actual game. Dragon Quest candidate. There she is.
Gina, can you build me a room like the one I've drawn? Please, please, please. I want you to go build me an house.
I feel compelled to do so. So it was kind of fun. It's out now, and I think, yeah, if you're a fan, check it out. But the other thing I want to talk about, remember last week we talked about Little Nightmares?
Yes, delicious indie title that I can finish in one day. Thank you. Mwah.
Hot off the heels of that discussion, I decided to play a game which I had not played, which was Virginia. was so cool.
I've heard really good things about it.
It's really short, shorter even than Little Nightmares. It's only maybe like 2 or 3 hours long. The thing that's really cool about it is that it's a police story where you're investigating a crime, but there's no talking. It's totally silent, even though you work with a partner and there are witnesses and suspects and the victim's family. And if I'm describing this and you're like, how could that possibly work without talking? But it does, and all the characters have these weird blocky faces.
Yeah, or like...
Yeah, but our faces aren't blocky.
No.
It's just going like that. That's a high resolution neutral face.
No, I know, but it's just like they're very expressionless. Is
Yes,
what I was
that's true.
getting
Yeah,
at.
yeah. The faces are these low poly models, and you have to infer a lot from not a whole lot of expression. Well, basically, it's a whole police story told through eyebrow work. So just people being like.
That's like your favourite thing, though.
Yeah.
Yeah. Luke's thing is eyebrows. Yeah. It's even funnier looking at it from the side.
I'll keep going. So the story basically unfolds through very, very simple actions. It's in first person.
She'll be fine. Give her a minute.
Oh, she crying. I can only look at your eyebrows now, but it's just... Oh God.
Maybe cover them up, Luke.
Yeah. Does this help? No, you can't tape up my eyebrows.
Please continue, Luke.
So it's in first person, and yeah, there's not a lot to do. So you can never like explore or go wandering off particularly or anything like that. You're always firmly moving towards the next point or interaction thing, which is always normally dead ahead of you. So you're basically just clicking through a story. But the way that it manages to tell that story is super cool, and I just thought that was really impressive. And the game jumps around all the time, like you'll just walk into a room and they'll just jump to you later in the car.
That's what I like most about it, it's like cinematic cuts.
That's a really good point actually, because in a video game, when the person playing is in control, that's what's immediately surrendered really, is that option to make a cut the most cinematic and dramatic it can be. But I guess the trade-off is that, as I say, there's not really a whole lot of game in the game, you are just kind of pressing through it. But that really didn't bother me. This feels like a real trend at the moment, but it gets very Twin Peaksy. In fact, there's this one scene in a bar.
Where everyone starts talking backwards.
If you play that the other way around, it's great video game criticism. Yeah, it spins off into this much more weird and surreal thing where you're trying to piece it all together and increasingly getting the sense that, oh, I think the actual story has sort of gone out the window. Because when it started and I could see that the police stuff was warming up, but that no one was talking, I was like, what? This is going to be total bobbins. You can't do a police story with no talking or text or anything. But they really can. And I would love to play a game that's a little bit more straight-faced and a little bit more rooted in reality and actually with less of the fun mystery stuff. And that, you know, was just like a crime story.
A lot of these games like Murder Suspect and stuff, they have this other element in order to vamp up the gameplay.
In order to make them like
and be
a
like,
game.
It's a different thing, like to like gamify everything, whereas it sounds like Virginia, you're just like working away and gradually solving and piecing together a story.
I have no problem at all with games where you can't die or even wander off or do anything except just like press a button to see what happens next.
Games for me are something I want to be part of the story, and in a game you can be in first person and you are part of the story. And there's not much, like, other than like Peep Show, there's not many shows where you are like, you see from their view.
Yeah, that are that immersive.
So like that's the opportunity that games give us, is to be really part of a story, which is great.
There are characters in it who you start to really care about. You really want them to have a happy resolution and to not be sort of screwed over by the police system and stuff like that. So yeah, I just thought it was very, very effective storytelling, and it was cool. And it's been out for a little while, so you should be able to pick it up for not very much money. But that's what I've been playing this week. But Ellen, the big game of the week is of course Prey, and should we find out more about it by giving you a Prey quiz? Yeah! Prey quiz! Yeah. Prey quiz! Yeah.
This station was your laboratory, and the experiment was a failure.
The outbreak can be contained. Earth can be spared. It has to be me. I know what's coming.
Some people will never understand what you can do.
Prey is the long-anticipated space thriller from Arcane Studios, the folks behind Dishonored, and is out this week, telling the tale of Morgan Yu poking around the moon-orbiting space station Talos I, where research into the alien collective The Typhon is performed. And if you're a fan of this channel, you'll know we've been banging on about it for ages, and you're probably thinking, when are they going to get back to Breath of the Wild, eh? No one's saying that.
No. I'll never get to play it. I will never get to play it.
I mean, the DLC.
It's single outfit alone.
It's out of my hands. I mean, it's not out of my hands. It's very much in my hands. I have like decoys set up through the house. A mannequin Luke with a balloon head and a cardboard switch attached to a bell that will wake me if it moves.
Panic room doors.
Shutters come down around the bed. Prey, though. We're super psyched for Prey, and we're going to find out more about it. Ellen, are you ready? You ready to answer some questions?
Yes.
Will you give me a parrot tree high five?
Yeah. A Prey parrot tree high five.
That's
Pun guns.
Ellen, in Prey, serious now. Come on. People have died on this space station. Oh, she thinks that's funny. Wow.
Sorry.
Well. In Prey, deadly enemies known as mimics make it impossible to tell friendly coffee cup from deadly enemy. Ellen, which celebrities do you struggle to tell apart?
Someone said that every few months they have to be reminded that Jimmy Fallon and Jimmy Kimmel are not the same person.
Not the same person, yeah. Maybe that's easier if you live in America and have more Jimmy Fallon, Kimmel saturation.
Yeah.
I have a problem with, I don't know why, because they're not all that similar. I have a problem with Matt Damon and Mark Wahlberg.
Yes. Yes.
There's those two guys in Quantum Break who look exactly the same and are cast as brothers.
Dominic Monaghan and Sean Ashmore.
Yeah, I found them very difficult to tell apart.
Katy Perry and Zooey Deschanel. Sometimes I'll see a picture of Elijah Wood or Daniel Radcliffe and not be sure which one it is.
Really?
Yeah.
I get outside Xbox's Andy Farrant and Ethan from Heavy Rain mixed up.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Ellen, Prey will see you going toe-to-toe with the menacing Typhon aliens, who boast abilities ranging from mimicry, as discussed, to teleportation. These fearsome smoke beasts are not to be tangled with, but Ellen, I'm offering you an out. If you had to be part of a fight to the death aboard a space station with any other alien from popular culture, which alien would you pick to battle?
Not the xenomorphs, because they have acid blood, so if I
attack
them,
not the xenomorphs, yeah. Way too hard.
But the thing is,
way
my name's
hardcore.
Ellen, Ellen Ripley, that should ideally be the perfect match. But
Try
no.
explaining that to the xenomorphs though.
I know.
They don't want to hear it.
I don't want to hear it.
I was thinking more like E.T., like a real...
Just fun E.T.
Just like kick him into the airlock.
Cloud and Reese's Pieces.
We've killed Mike.
That's the balancing act though, because you probably don't want to kick E.T. to death.
No.
You want to pick an alien that's like frightening and scary and aggressive enough that you don't feel bad.
Don't feel immediate guilt.
Yeah, but isn't so tough like a xenomorph that it'll just immediately tear you into pieces. Daleks.
Oh, but they're kind of...
They're pretty tough.
Yeah.
They could, disintegrate you instantly.
Yeah, that's the thing.
Well, Daleks are weak to a little technique where you run around a corridor and see them and then go, whoa, and run back again. They can't do... Yeah, they can't. They'd be unbeatable if they could figure that out.
Can I show you a picture of some aliens from the Twilight Zone?
Yes.
Yeah.
They're like small children with little moustaches.
There's also like the tree aliens in Doctor Who. If one of them, they're kind of peaceful people, but if one of them tried to start something,
yeah,
they're like, matches.
Something tree-based that can be set on fire. Ellen, one of the tools you'll be deploying in your struggle to survive in Prey is the glue cannon, which is a gun that shoots glue. But for some reason, nobody wants to admit that, which is why glue stands for Jelly Foam Lattice Organism Obstructor. But tell me, Ellen, what does Ellen stand for?
Excellent.
Strong start.
Luke.
Luke.
It's about me, Luke.
But look, hey, I'm just trying to help.
The
Excellent,
acronym
Luke.
excellent
Ellen stands for
Luke.
excellent. Left-leaning.
Yeah, excellent left-leaning.
Oh, we're taking left-leaning. Okay, cool. Yeah,
nerd.
yeah. Ooh, that's good.
Yeah.
That's good. That's like Twitter bio good.
Yeah.
Well done, Ellen.
Yay.
What's yours, Luke?
Oh yeah, what's yours?
Lattice.
Undercurrent.
Lattice, undercurrent, kangaroo, expulsion. I'm actually a sophisticated machine for disposing of kangaroos.
Via lattices.
Via lattices.
I thought lovable, underrated karate expert.
Ah, nice.
Hooray! So lovable, so underrated. Chop, chop, chop. Kick.
It's all in the mind.
It's all in my mind. Is this show all in my mind?
Yes.
That would explain loads. Thank you, James, for that gift.
You're welcome.
I'd love to see an action figure that was that.
Mattel. You know where to find me.
This is the loud, unpleasant karate expert.
Yeah, the thing people don't understand about karate is...
You see, they wanted a martial art that actually worked.
Yeah?
Yeah. Wow, what a loud, unpleasant karate expert.
Ellen, well done.
Thank you.
For this next question, I need my laptop.
Oh.
Prey's soundtrack is the work of composer Mick Gordon, who previously has scored 2016's Doom and is, by all accounts, a master of his craft. Let's bring up a few seconds of that music now.
Yes.
But Ellen, can you do better? I'm going to show you some Prey footage and I want you to improvise a soundtrack to it to give the viewers at home a flavour of the game, to help them decide whether or not they should be purchasing. Success of the game is entirely tied to this moment, Ellen.
I'm very sorry.
I want soundtrack.
Yeah.
If you're feeling up to sound effects, so much the better.
Okay.
But it's a soundtrack that we'll be judging you on. 3, 2, 1.
I don't know why I did Zelda.
Keep going. Well done, Ellen.
That was horrible, I'm sorry. Can you tell I didn't do music at school? I played the trumpet, I can play one
So I think we learned a lot. No, dude, it has to be no more. We learned a lot about...
Well, I wasn't making it, I just made a noise.
Really?
That's just the noise I made.
The haunting score has stayed with me. I'm very proud of you. The viewers at home are proud. And we learned a lot more about Prey, so thank you very much, Ellen. And now it's time to find out what you guys have been saying in the comments.
On last week's show, Luke briefly wondered whether he'd invented a new word.
It's also in the way that things move. Everything has this crumpled, like everything's made of little mannequins or maquettes or something like that. Is maquettes a thing?
I don't know.
Sounds like a thing.
Sounds like a thing. It's like a maquette. You don't know what a maquette is.
Oh my god. Turns out Outside Xtra is more intellectually nourishing than we thought. As the Cero noted, first milieu, now maquette. I wonder what M-word Xtra will teach me next episode.
Well, Ellen, commenter Nick Cross is ready to place a bet. I'm going to bet on Marketry, though how they might work that into a show that's ostensibly about video games, I'd like to see.
Challenge accepted. Luke, I will explain Marketry to you if you win this coin toss. See, now it's a game.
Okay, heads?
Okay. Heads. Marketry is the art of taking thin pieces of veneer, which is like pieces of wood, and putting them onto a structure to create a pattern or picture.
But Nicholas said video game.
This is a video.
Checkmate.
Elsewhere, we jumped into Star Trek VR.
I think like I'm doing something.
Good. Ellen, your hands right now look very busy. Well done. Corey Nydam noticed something startling about your outfit, Ellen. Why is Ellen the only one wearing a red shirt? Oh dear.
I was wearing a pink hoodie in real life and the red dresses don't count, so loophole.
Loophole.
In fact, I survived long enough to join Captain Jane and the Outside Xbox crew for even more Star Trek VR.
Walk to the Devon system, right.
Okay.
Helmsman.
Devon, yeah, got it.
Devon system.
That location there caught the attention of commenter Violet Moon, who ponders, is the Devon system near the Cornwall system? If so, is there an ongoing galactic debate as to which side the jam goes on the scones?
Actually, the Devon system jam wars waged for over 800 years before both sides finally agreed on a fragile truce, based upon the foundation that jam tastes delicious on either side of the scone.
Wait, scone? Do you mean scone?
Please think of the truce.
Truce is off! Meanwhile, we recently revealed my struggles to pronounce commenter emoticons. What noise do you think the teary smiley face is? Aww. Aww. One of those.
Commenter Max Littlewood upped the ante, saying, emoticon face challenge. Nah. Not sure what that last one is.
My God, it was perfect.
We're very nearly at the end of the show. I have enjoyed myself. Luke, have you enjoyed yourself?
Yes, I have, Ellen. Thank you, indeed.
I honestly enjoy your company, Luke. It's, you know... What?
Well, it's just most of the time you don't need to say that to people. When you say it, it sounds a little forced. Just saying.
I'm saying it to reassure you.
Well, it didn't work.
I'm not being unexcited about being in my friend's company, because I'm a bit tired.
Well, good. Noted.
Yeah, I don't know why I went so formal there.
Makes the words a bit easier.
Remember the Matrix, mind-boggling wire stunts and sci-fi action with a psychological twist? Not psychological, philosophical twist. The other one. Sci-fi action with a philosophical. Why do I want to say psychological? Mind-boggling wire stunts, sci-fi action with a physiological now. Philosophical. Physiological. Yeah, it was some kind of ology. I mean, what am I? Some kind of nerd?
No, of course not. And hey, attention to the finer details isn't my strong suit either. I'm ready now.
Okay. Hi, I'm Ellen.
And I'm...
There's a phone on the arm.
Oh God, yes.
Oh, Luke.
It's the arm phone. It's always been there. You guys didn't see it? See? It was there the whole time.
Yes,
it's always been there.
Yes, yes,
it's always been there.
Always been there.
It's not my fault if you didn't see it.
Oh, of course.
I'm not in charge of your eyes or brain. It's always been there though.
Well, Luke, we kind of want to be slightly in charge of their eyes and brain because we want to have both of them.
Do we?
We want to have both of them looking at our videos.
Oh, yes,
and taking in the information.
Taking in the information.
The whole back catalogue of loads of videos. You should subscribe if you haven't already, and then you get even more future videos. So many videos, all the information into your eyes and into your brain.
So if you surrender just a small portion of control of your brain and eyes, we promise we'll use it responsibly. Anyway, thank you for watching, guys. Like and subscribe and all the usual stuff. Click the little bell thing so you get notifications.
Also check out these people whose t-shirt I'm wearing.
Whoa!
They're apparently all right.
What a sweet t-shirt.
Yeah, my
Pretty
friends
cool.
are on my stomach. It's weird.
Okay, Ellen, how are we going to wrap up the show? With a dramatic high five?
Yeah.
Yeah?
With the 80s rock music finish.
Okay.
3, 2, 1, yeah!